shadow falls. A crow masked lad who answers war's calls. With iron will and the business mind, the finest weapons you will ever find.
Welcome back to the dungeon. What if the most dangerous man in Cobra wasn't the loudest or the most powerful, but the one you couldn't recognize? Today, we're stepping inside the mind of Zartan. The master of disguise, the leader of the Dreadnoks, and possibly the most psychologically complex character in GIJoe. Because Zartan doesn't just wear masks, he becomes them. And the real question is, after a lifetime of pretending, is there anything left underneath? Zartan is Cobra's infiltration specialist, master of disguise, capable of mimicking voices, appearances, and behavior with near-perfect accuracy. But unlike a typical spy, Zartan doesn't return to, quote, normal identity. His disguises aren't temporary. They're his reality. And that's where things start to become unsettling. Most people have a stable sense of identity. Zartan doesn't. Psychologically, this points to identity diffusion, where the boundary between self and role begins to collapse. He's not just pretending to be someone. He may actually experience being them in the moment. Over time, that creates a dangerous question. If you've been everyone else, who are you really? Or worse, do you even need a real identity anymore? And as extreme as Zartan may seem, his psychology isn't fiction. In fact, history has given us real people who have lived disturbingly similar lives. Take Frank Abagnale, a con artist who didn't just fake identities, he became them. Pilot, doctor, lawyer. Frank, a real-life con artist in the 60s, then turned consultant for the FBI, inspired the movie Catch Me If You Can. Frank didn't rely on force. He relied on believability, just like Zartan. His greatest weapon was perception. Take deep cover operatives, for example. Individuals trained to live their lives as someone else. Not only for days, but sometimes years. All constructed and maintained. Engineered to be able to adapt and evolve. A great real-world example of this is Joseph Pistone, a.k.a. Donnie Brasco, inspiring the movie of the same name in 1997. Pistone was an undercover FBI agent who infiltrated the Bonanno crime family from 1976 to 1981. 5 years of living an entirely different life and adapting to survive constantly. The line between who you are and who you're pretending to be doesn't just blur, it disappears. And that's where Zartan lives. Not just a man in disguise, but as someone who may longer have no true face at all. Zartan's greatest weapon isn't strength. It's uncertainty. If you don't know who he is, you can't defend against him. He controls the narrative long before the fight even begins. That's psychological warfare at its highest level. And Zartan is a master of it. You see, Zartan isn't just a villain. He's a question. A question about identity, a question about survival, and about what happens when you wear the mask for so long that it becomes your face. This has been Inside the Minds. Check out another in the series here. I appreciate the watch time, and I'll see you next time from the dungeon.